Chris was very protective and wanted to make sure that we were going to be respectful and take care of those students. So then I got the opportunity. Chris could see that there was, and this is several years ago, Chris could see that there was friction, there was almost hatred of the police by the black and brown and underserved community. And she wanted the students to be heard by the police. She wanted the police to be heard by the students, so she took action. And she invited me and some other officers in to try to do what we called a youth forum. It didn't go well. It was some yelling and screaming going back and forth, and Chris shut it down. And I said, man, lost opportunity. But then Chris said, I'm gonna give you another chance. And we got rid of some of those officers that were arguing and causing problems. And then she allowed me to do some mentoring of some young people. Just imagine, back in the day, me wearing a uniform, coming into Helensview, and trying to talk to some young men. Right? I wasn't no player, no pimp, no former gangster. It didn't go too well. But Chris still saw value in having police come in and engage with the students. So I'm gonna speed it up here. So there was a time where when I came in, they would say, man, what you doing here? I hate you. I hate the police. Man, we ain't no snitches. Why you here? And I said, I still care about you, and I'm gonna still be here. It led to eventually, hey, how you doing, officer? I'm good, how are you? Then it led to having groups, and we began to pray together sometimes. And I share that story with you because it would have never happened if Chris didn't have the vision to allow that to take place. We knew it wouldn't happen overnight. So then it's multiplied into officer came in and showed the students about CSI and let the students do fingerprints and some things. And some of them like, hey, this is cool. Some of them even wanted to be CSI. Then a group got called Cop Talk, where the police and the students once a week got a chance to have a conversation and work on a relationship. I got to do a young woman's empowerment group because I have 2 daughters and 3 granddaughters. And I see these young ladies as my granddaughters, and they need to hear the straight talk. So, Ryan already told you, Chris has been the principal 19 years at Helensview. Yeah, you can clap again. I call it the house that Chris built. Some of the things and opportunities she's provided: internships, child care, musical departments, woodwork, and the list goes on. Skills that our young people can use to make a better life for themselves. And Chris Pearson was the general leading that charge. I believe that Chris Pearson should be awarded. What's going on at Helensview should be a model around the country of how you treat young people looking for a second chance. Over the past several years, I would always ask my group, if there was anything about Helensview that you don't want to be changed, what would that be? And their answers were similar to the same answers that the students at Jesuit High School said when I talked to them. They talked about how they never want to see the community of the school change. Now, a lot of people don't know. They have an impression that there's not a community feel, a family feel at Helensview. But the students are telling me that there is, and they don't want to see that change. They also don't want to see it change and become a big school where they just become a number and they don't get the support that they get currently from the teachers at Helensview. And I'm getting to the end here, and I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me. You still with me? All right. And one thing that some people don't know is that Helensview High School students do a lot of community service. They give of themselves to others, and they do it with a smile. I mean, a lot of people don't know that. What? Helensview students do community service? Yeah, Helensview students do community service and do it well. So everything that I've said there, to me, is a tribute to Chris Pearson's legacy. This is a happy day for the graduates to graduate. But I'm going to miss Chris Pearson. If you're going to miss Chris Pearson, let's give her a big round of applause. And I want to just end by this here. Always encourage your young folks to shoot for the moon, because if they miss, they still land amongst the stars. Thank you.
Well, thank you, George, so much, and thank you, everybody. It was obviously an incredibly difficult decision for me to make. Oh, honey, thank you, sweetie. Beautiful. Thank you, Sandra.
Well, we can give the ride.
You gonna say?
You can give her a hug, and we can put them right over here.
Okay. Oh, so I can put him on my head. That's really sweet. Okay, so it was a very, very difficult decision for me to make, and sometimes it's hard for me to explain because I adore and love Helensview. Helensview is my family. Many of you are my family. I still expect to work with many of the youth and many of you. It just won't be in the same way. And I see you looking at me. I swear I'll be working with you. Okay, I love you, yes. I love you all. And I have been blessed with the opportunity to create and maintain Helensview. It was a gift to me. It was a joy beyond compare. And you all know that because I tell you all the time that I adore you and love you. And I will be back just in a different way. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, thank you. We have now come to a wonderful part of our program, and that is the student speeches. Yeah. Let's begin. Rescue Reynolds.
Hi everybody, my name is Rescue, and today I earned my diploma. And I'm nervous right now, so yeah. I always
Talking to the wall, nice and loud. Let's do it nice and loud, Rescue. Nice and loud.
I always knew I would get here, but not everybody think I would. At the age of 13, I started making bad choices and got in trouble with the law. I would get arrested for drinking and went to juvie many times. Many people lost their faith in me and told me to get my GED. They didn't think that I could get my diploma, but I bet them I could and was determined to prove them wrong. When I was 17, I was sentenced to 9 months for robbery. I lost my freedom. Every day I saw the same thing over and over. I had a lot of time to think, and I knew it. I didn't want to live my life like that. I started assaulting and grow. My son Q-Art was born while I was locked up. I got out when he was nine months old. I was determined to change my life to do better for my son. I stopped going out so much and focused on being a good dad. I enrolled in Helensview and kept working towards my diploma. I worked hard to accomplish my goals, even on my bad day. I didn't give up. I'd like to thank God for guiding me and helping me through all the bad things I've been through. And I'd like to thank my baby mama, Iris. For believing in me. Always pushed me to go to school. I'd like to thank Helensview for supporting me and helping me through everything. Thank you.
Nice job, Rescue. Thank you, Rescue. Demetrius Brown.
Hello, everyone. It's nice to see all of your beautiful faces. Thank you for coming to support me in my class. Hello, my name is Demetrius Taylor Brown. I'd like to say thanks to everyone on behalf of my class. And to my class, congratulations. We made it. First off,